Good evening, everyone, and thank you again for tuning into Cocoa Chats with me, your host, Marian Dozier of CocoWire.net, the website that provides news, events, and useful information to communities of color in Palm Beach County. That's CocoWire.net if you want to know what's happening here with us in Palm Beach County. And as we do on this show every week and on CocoWire.net, we will continue to tell the stories of our communities, of the African diaspora, which, as you are aware, I'm sure, are African Americans, Caribbean Blacks, and Native Africans, so that we all get a better sense of how rich and interesting our communities are. Now, we are at the end of a month, March, that, again, helps explain our choices for our guests today. And that's guests, plural. And that's because March is both National Women's History Month and National Reading Month. So today's guests are three young ladies, ages 7, 11, and 13, who participated last year in the annual essay contest held each year by the Martin Luther King Jr. Coordinating Committee of Palm Beach County. So they are also writers. Indeed, the committee each year hosts a series of events that celebrate the work and change of MLK. Those events also include an oratorical contest and a performance arts contest, all of them for the young. Now, in the essay contest, today's guests won for writing in each of their categories, which are based on school grade levels. The purpose of the contest is to allow the young to share their views and understanding of who MLK is, what he's accomplished, and work the theme into their message. So, the MLK Coordinating Committee theme was "His dream was a moment. Our success is the moment." That's what today's guests wrote about in their winning essays. So today, then, ladies and gentlemen, we have joining us Amirra Ellison, who is a 7-year-old second grader at UB Kinsey Elementary School, which is a historic location itself. She won first place in the essay contest level 1 for kids in kindergarten through 3rd grade. Breanna Cunningham, age 11, who is in the 5th grade, also at UB Kinsey, what makes it historic is the neighborhood it's in, Northwest in West Palm Beach. She also won first place, but in level 2 for kids in 4th and 5th grades. And then we have Brelynn Cunningham. Brelynn, a 13-year-old 6th grader who attends Coniston Middle School in West Palm Beach and won in level 3 for kids in grades 6 through 8. And lastly, there's a grown-up with us as well, Anthony McDowell, the Education Committee Director for the Martin Luther King Coordinating Committee. He has been working with these little young ladies for a few years, thanks to the Coordinating Committee's annual Peace Camp, where he's a counselor, and he helped them with their essays. Probably not much, though. He is also the owner of Parallel Theaters Productions, a nonprofit corporation that provides skills training in the creative arts, including singing, dancing, and acting. So, Amirra Ellison, Breanna Cunningham, Brelynn Cunningham, little ladies, and Anthony McDowell, big man. Thank y'all for joining us on Cocoa Chats. Yay! Are y'all glad to be here?
I'm glad to be here.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we begin talking to the young ladies, Ms. McDowell, tell us what you do as the Education Committee Director for the MLK Coordinating Committee.
Well, first off, through our director, Miss Edith Bush. I run the Peace Camp, and I've been running the Peace Camp ever since I was about 16 years old.
Are you serious?
Yes, I actually grew up in the program when I was their age. That's what I grew up in.
Wow.
And then
I didn't know that.
learned and I took over the Peace Camp.
Okay, that's how you started.
Yes, ma'am.
So that was, like you said, that was like 100 years ago.
I hope not.
So I'm just curious, but how did you come to start working with them? Was there anything in particular?
Aunt Harry, who's actually here with us today, my mom passed away when I was about 12, when I was in middle school, and she took me in, her and my Uncle Nate, they took me in, and she started to get me involved in the programs with Miss Bush. So really through her is the way that I got into the program.
But what interested you though? Was it just because it was your auntie and said, "Come on, I want you to do this," or was it anything else?
Pretty much, she said, "Come on, you're gonna do this."
Okay.
And I followed along. I had to follow along. But actually, I did find myself enjoying myself. And then when I was growing up, I was like, the program, it was starting to get basically I wanted to make a change through the program. I wanted to make it improve. I wanted to make some improvements on what I saw that needed work on.
Oh.
So that's what I really, really wanted to focus on. And through that, I put in my things that I like to do, acting, and I also love science.
Oh.
So I've incorporated those into what I do. And I think I've made great improvements. And then Ms. Bush also has other people coming through, like art people, an artist. He came through. He showed us his gallery during the summer. So the kids were exposed to a lot of different things. And that's what I really, really wanted them to do, get exposed to different things through the help of Miss Bush.
And what's really interesting, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if y'all are aware, but education was like one of the original purposes of this coordinating committee when it was created in 1971 as the Black Educators Caucus. And its focus then, was education for the young. Now, by 1983, that focus turned to the week-long celebration of MLK, that was happening nationally at that time. But tell us, Mr. McDowell, is education still, really the focus of just about all y'all do at the committee?
Yes, pretty much. And so what I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware, people learn in different ways. So how I may learn is going to be different from the way that you learn. I'm a very visual person. So everything that I do, it has to be visual. When we do our science experiments, they get to actually touch, feel, taste, do all of these different things. A few weeks ago, we were working with dry ice, and I like to introduce them to things that they may have never seen before or know nothing about. So that was the biggest focus during my events and also the events at the Peace Camp.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, now time for the little ladies. Okay, now, Miss Breanna, tell me, how much interest did you have in writing before you did this? And if y'all could just sort of say your name before you start talking so people know who you are. So Miss Brelynn, tell us, Miss Lady, tell us what the interest, did you have a lot of interest in writing before you did this?
Yeah.
You did? Mm-hmm. And does that mean that you were most interested in that topic in school too?
No. I was not interested in that topic.
But what go ahead.
I'm interested in art.
Oh. And you consider writing artistic? No. But you're interested in writing.
I'm not interested in I would like to write, but I'm not interested in writing.
You're more interested in performing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what about you little ladies over there?
That was Brelynn.
Are
How
y'all?
old is Brelynn?
Huh?
How old is Brelynn?
Brelynn is 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. I don't want you to talk for her. I want her to tell me how old she is.
Okay.
How old are you, Brelynn?
13.
Okay.
Okay.
And what grade are you in?
6.
You're in 6th grade. So when somebody asks you that, say your age, what school you go to, and what grade you're in. All right? So, Brelynn, you are, what's your last name? No last name? No last name.
No, I already I did the introduction
Okay,
already
all right.
for this.
So, all right. So I
Okay.
just want to know so you're 13? 13?
She's 13. She's
6th
11, and she's 7.
13.
So
I'm 8.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was
8.
misinformation by me. She just turned 8, and
Okay.
I missed that one.
Well, you little ladies, y'all tell us what interest did y'all have in writing?
Well, I actually have interest in writing when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade because my teachers were very more outspoken. So they told us, oh, what did you like? What did you like? So I told them that I like writing, and they helped me more with writing, opinion, and informative. And I like to write.
What is it that you like about it?
That you can basically put what you want on there. It doesn't have to be what anybody else tells you or like if you're doing like schoolwork of writing, you can say all different types. Like you have to basically go to the text. So if like you're doing opinion, it's more easier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. So is English your favorite course in school necessarily?
Yeah.
It is. So you're not like your sister who was more interested in performing. You're interested in performing, but on paper, sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what about your younger sister, the 8-year-old, Miss Amirra? What about you? What do you like? Did you like writing?
Yeah,
What do you like about it?
I like about it because when I was in kindergarten, I do writing and then I do like a lot of lighting, and then when I was in first grade, I do more, and then in second, I like to do a lot.
What do you like about it?
Great.
But what? Is it because it's easy or because...
It's kind of hard.
But you still like it, though,
Yeah,
even though it's hard. Why do you still like it even though it's hard?
because I write and then my teacher just take it off and then I just finish it like tomorrow.
So tell us what interested, and I'm going to come back to you, Miss 8-year-old, Miss Amirra. But tell us, Miss Brelynn, what interested you in participating in the essay contest, even though you're more interested in performing than writing?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. What's good?
The essay.
Yeah.
I like the essay.
Yeah. What'd you like about it?
It's alright if I don't like writing, but the essay thing, it's pretty cool. You could have your own opinions inside, your thoughts, your feelings inside, well, on the paper about yourself.
Yeah. Huh. And then what about you little ladies? Miss Breanna, what about you? What interested you in participating in the essay contest with MLK?
Well, I never did an essay contest, so even though I like writing, I probably didn't. So that's why I was like, oh, I should perform for the essay contest, and I won.
Oh.
First place.
Wow. Yeah, and I just love that. All of y'all won first place. Yeah. And then what did you like about it, Miss Amirra? What did you like about participating in the essay contest?
It's great and exciting because I'm glad I won first place because I never had a trophy.
Oh.
Well,
And
I had a certificate while I was in first grade because I do my schoolwork.
yes, and you do a good job. But now, were you surprised that you won?
Yeah,
Why were you surprised?
because I was excited because I never had one, and I was trying to make my mom happy.
Mm. Oh, yes. And you're smiling, Miss Lady. So you made your Breanna, you made your mother happy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And you too, Miss Brelynn?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Mm. Now, I'm just curious. How much had y'all learned about MLK before y'all got involved with the coordinating committee and with Mr. McDowell? Did y'all learn anything about MLK in school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Much? Tell me, what did you know about him when you started writing? I'm just curious. Anything in particular?
When I started writing, we were learning about, like, let's say, we were learning about how other different civil rights people was, like, in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to help with what he was doing. So it was not just him. It was Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, and all different types of other people. So that's what we learned.
Really? So what about you, Miss Lady? Did you learn much about, and when I say Miss Lady, I'm talking about the oldest lady.
Brelynn.
Brelynn, yes. Did you, how much did you learn about MLK in school? Much?
We never learned MLK in school.
Really?
No.
No.
We just learned about other stuff. I wonder.
Like what?
Like we learned about like really like nothing.
Wow.
We just learned about like
And did you hear Miss Jillian, the school teacher, laugh about what you just said?
No, that was you. That was you, Mary.
No, but well, Mr. McDowell, tell me what you think about the fact about what the ladies are saying, that they don't learn much about MLK in school. Does that concern you as the education director?
Absolutely. I think that we shouldn't have Black History Month. I think that it should be incorporated into the curriculum throughout the school, focusing on 1 month. I learned this the other day. The same exact movie that I was watching when I was little, they're still playing the same exact movie for them every year. And I can't remember the name, but if I explain it to you, you might know what it is. Basically, these two boys go back in time, a white boy and a black boy. They go back in time and they meet Martin Luther King Jr. and they learn about civil rights. White people had to sit on this side, black people had to sit on the back. And I was like, that's the same old stuff that they do every single year. And that was when I was in elementary. I'm only 27 years old, but that was still like 10, 15 years ago. So I don't think as much has changed. And also, like I was saying earlier, kids don't learn in the same way. So what may interest you may not be interested in them. Once they see people who maybe look like them, maybe they'll become more interested in this subject. Maybe they might become more interested in that. Working with their hands, doing the hands-on activities, because they can even like Madam C.J. Walker. She was the first woman millionaire, female millionaire, black female millionaire, and she did that. She didn't grow up through school going through that. There's other things, other ways that you can be successful in life, and that's the main message that I try to teach them and try to teach the kids that I work with.
And so, and let's ask the ladies that you work with, have y'all learned anything about us, as a people, thanks to the work that you do with the MLK Coordinating Committee? I mean, I don't know if that's something that I should even ask this age group, but what do you think, Miss Lady, Miss Brelynn?
Were you listening?
Tell me what you want to. What do you want to do when you? Have you thought about what you want to do and be when you grow up?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Be an artist.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because I like art.
What type of artist?
What type of art?
All art. All art.
Yeah, but you have musicians, you have
Performance
you
art.
have
You have
visual, you have photography. What type of art do you like?
Oh, photography art.
photography.
Photography art.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You would like to be a photographer? Oh, you would like pictures to be taken of you?
No, of art. Like take pictures of art.
Oh, okay. Now, what about your sister? What do y'all want to be when y'all grow up? Anything? Have y'all thought about it yet?
When I grow up, I want to be a rapper.
A rapper?
All right.
A performer. Wow. I wish I had known at the beginning. I would have asked you to write a rap song and then and sing it for us tonight. What about you, Miss Lady?
When I grow up, I want to be like, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. But like, I want to help out more in the community. Like, I would say be more involved in church.
Like a community activist.
Yeah,
it sounds
community
like.
activist. Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Why is that important to you?
Because certain people in the world are hungry, don't have really nothing to eat. And that's why most people are helping out. But there's some people who really don't care. So I was like, oh, I can pitch in and just be one of those.
Oh, I love that. And now, did that increase once all of this crazy, COVID-19 start? Is that part of why you want to give back to the community, or you were already feeling that way?
I was already feeling that way.
But what effect did the pandemic have on what you want to do and be?
Well, I was telling my mom that I probably can be like, I can probably like give out different types of care packages to like different houses or different people in need. So if like I see somebody in the street holding up a sign, I could probably give them a care package.
Mm.
You want to help. All right.
So, Mr. McDowell, speaking of, COVID-19 and this crazy pandemic, give me a sense of you as an educator. What effect have you felt in terms of, ensuring that our children are educated, ensuring, that they have their masks on or whatever? And I noticed all these young ladies had theirs on when we came. But
so
go
first
ahead.
off, the mask thing is very hard to deal with. Telling them to keep their mask up. They really have, when you deal with like pre-K, kindergarten, they have no idea why they're wearing a mask. They're just like, oh, you have to wear a mask, so they're wearing masks. And it's just the struggle between being at school and then some of the kids were at home. So there are issues with online kids not coming on, not doing what they needed to do. And then they want them to hurry up and be prepared for this test, which my personal opinion is they should have done away with the test this year. That's my personal opinion, because all it's doing is the kids who are already low, if they're at home, they're going to be low. They're still going to stay in the same place. They're not going to have any growth. The kids who are high, they probably will either stay at that same level or not be able to achieve or to go on to the next level. I just think, honestly, it was a whole mess. I mean, I guess they did the best they could, maybe, because I've never seen anything like this in my lifetime. So I don't know what they would have done different or should have done different, but that's just my opinion on it.
Crazy.
And then also on top of that,
So-
as an educator, the dealing with the behavior also. So
Well, that's what I was going
another
to
thing.
ask. Go ahead. No.
I need a mic for that. Actually, the behaviors aren't as bad. The kids are coming back. They want to be in school, so they're more attentive. I find that the kids with disabilities who are staying home, a lot of them, they're doing a lot better on the online classes, which is crazy. But I think this is going to sound real bad. Parents aren't doing their jobs at home with the kids.
I believe that.
Parents are not
I believe
really
that 100%.
involved in the process.
Yep.
And they kind of see the value of educators now, but parents are not enforcing, you got to show up here, you got to show up, you have to do your homework, you got to have materials. We're not seeing that in our community.
Right. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if we just don't think it's important or what the disconnect is, because I see kids just literally come to school with nothing, like you said, no materials, no backpack, no anything. So it's like, what are they setting up for?
Yeah.
So, Miss Brelynn, your little young lady at 13, what's it like for you going to school with this crazy pandemic going on? What?
Oh, I do go in person.
Okay.
I do go in person, but I was last year, September, October, November, December, I was virtual. And I think I was virtual in January, but I think in February I went back to school, so
Did you like the virtual?
kind of.
Yeah. Did you prefer it? No.
No.
Yeah. What about you guys? What did y'all think about about all of this crazy mask stuff and going to
It's corona around here, and you're supposed to wear face masks all the time.
Yes. Even though I don't have mine on.
Yeah.
But go ahead, young lady. What about you, Miss Amirra? What's it like? What?
That's Breanna.
Oh, sorry. I saw it on your face. So, but tell me what this it's like for you.
Well, for me, it's kids not coming to school with stuff. Like what Mr. Tony said, it's not kids coming to school with backpacks, nothing, basically nothing. They come with bags, like with nothing in them, just lunch. And to me, I feel like other kids should be prepared. If they're coming, I feel like the kids with behavior at school should go home, and the kids who want to work from virtual, they should come to school, because it's kind of heartbreaking to see these kids fail and stuff like that.
Yep, and I think that's a good point to close on. We've only got a minute or so left, but I really appreciate y'all coming on. I wish we had more time, because y'all have some really interesting stories to tell. I believe. But thank y'all for tuning in as well to Cocoa Chats today with the Martin Luther King Coordinating Committee Essay Contest winners and the Education Director. This was great.
Give their names.
And I appreciate everybody listening to me, Marian Dozier, on Cocoa Chats.
On SupaJamz Radio.
On SupaJamz Radio.
SupaJamz Radio.
Baby, when the bright lights start to fade, fire up your lighter. I put you on lockdown. I put your body on lockdown. You got me on